Hey guys, I'm back here, and to continue part 2 of my Nintendo collection. Okay, let's get started. We got here Tecmo World Wrestling. Very cheesy wrestling game. Did not really care for much wrestling games that came out for Nintendo, but there was one that I did not mind. It was really fun. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a WWF game. And it wasn't the WWF arcade, but it was pretty cool. I got here the Aquarian Conquest. I'm pretty sure I'm not saying that right, so I apologize. And I can't remember if this is an RPG, adventure, or what. But, yeah. Then here I got golf. I actually don't mind this golf game. This golf game is pretty cool. I prefer Mario Golf though. Mario Golf is even better if you're into golf games. I don't mind the new golf games like Tiger Woods and stuff. I find them actually pretty fun and realistic. Next here I got Rally Bike. It was okay. They tried something new, you know, instead of cars all the time. I found it had some car aspects for glitches though, like sometimes the bike looked like a car. Next up here we got Arkanoid, ball brick game. Actually love these games, especially in the good old-fashioned arcade. Sit down on one of those poofy benches there and just sit down and play for hours. Next up is a weird looking case for a game, but it is, sorry about that. Ooh, bad focus. Metal Fighter? And I can't quite remember this game, but it's underwater. And looks like subs and stuff battling it out. I keep trying to look at the back, it's hilarious. Oh boy. The new games have back stuff, so I keep looking at the backs for them. It's just... Next up here, good old Dr. Mario. I'm pretty sure everybody played this. It's a knockoff of Tetris, but with a splash of Mario. And then here I got Yoshi. Again, it's not as great as I thought. I can't remember if it's Yoshi's Cookie before they added the cookie to the title, or if it's an actual adventure game. I can't remember, actually. So if any of you played this before, can you just let me know exactly what type of game this one is? Thanks. There are two games that I am missing that I am looking for. And they are the Nightmare on Elm Street game and the Friday the 13th game. I kind of love those growing up. They are classics and they're great for my horror collection that I like to play. There are some great horror games out there that I really love owning and playing, and some of them really scare the crap out of me. So, well, not the Nintendo ones, but the newer stuff. Next up here, the Goonies 2. They never came out with the Goonies 2 movie. And I found this was like a cash grab video game. It was very much like the very first Goonie game, except with like very different dialogue and very little different background. It looked basically the same. It was kind of cheesy. I never really got too far in it, but what I did notice of it, I was like, it's basically the first one with a bit of a different story. Next up is Rad Racer. I had a lot of fun with this racing game growing up. Actually, I think I completed this game growing up. Next up here is Tecmo's Mighty Bomb Jack. This was actually kind of fun too. It's like a little adventure game, you know, you go to, you jump on like a treasure chest and you gotta blow them up and stuff and blow up the enemies, and it was really fun. Fun little arcade type style game. Rack up your top score points, and it was pretty cool. Next up, Kung Fu. I found it actually kind of lame, but yeah, Kung Fu. Next up, one of my all-time favorites is Hudson's Adventure Island. I love the first two, I believe it is. The third one was a little not my liking, but then they came out with Adventure Island, I believe 2 for the Super Nintendo, and it was very adventuristic, kind of RPG style too, and I really enjoyed that. Next up here, we got Ice Climber. It's very weird, get to the top game type thing. It's almost like, I'm guessing, Donkey Kong there. I can't even remember the name of it. Shame on me. With Mario there and Donkey Kong jumping over the barrels and smashing with the hammer and stuff. God, I can't believe I can't remember that. Horrible. Horrible. Next up here, I got Rollerball. Pinball game. I enjoy this. I love, actually, pinball machines. Pinball machines are great. We don't see enough of those today. They took a lot of those away. But, yeah, a pinball video game like those two. Next up, Trog. Again, can't remember this game, but it looks like just a run around, jump over dinosaur type deal. Probably like a Super Mario. Sorry, I can't remember some of these games. I really do apologize for that. It's been a while. Wrecking Crew. I found it very much like Mario. Like, the characters look like Mario and Luigi, and they have hammers, and you gotta destroy, like, brick walls and lockers and all kinds of different things. Get your points up, hit the enemies. It was actually kind of fun. It's more fun 2 players. And the last one I have here to show you is 261. Now, this might be a little hard. I'm going to try to get this as close as possible. You think they could write it any smaller? And I'm trying to zoom in there for you. If you can read any of that. I don't know if you can. Try to pause it maybe. Oh, now it's not focusing and it's all movie. Either way, 260 games. I think Pac-Man and a lot of the Pac-Man games are in there, some Tetrises and stuff. Either way, that is my Nintendo collection, and I will have another video up on my Super Nintendo collection, which I believe I have more games for that system. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching. I do appreciate that. Thanks again to all the new subscribers, and thanks again for all the shoutouts. I really do appreciate that, guys. You guys are awesome. And thanks for watching my videos again. I can't thank you guys enough, actually. Very awesome community, very great and generous community, and I wish you all safety out there. Stay safe, and keep up the good work, guys. Have a good one. Ciao.